Hey everyone, so I've been meaning to do an update on the house and what has happened since the giant oak fell through it, and I will do a video on what's happening with our house, but in the meantime I have to say that it happened again at the house that we're staying at. So let me turn around with the camera and tell you what happened. Yeah, so just about 2 weeks after the giant fell through our house at home, and we'll probably be displaced for at least a year as we figure out if we're rebuilding, huge renovation, don't know if there's structural damage, but this giant basswood tree came down at the temporary house where we're staying for a couple months while our long-term rental is getting ready. So everything has worked out kind of from a housing perspective, but this basswood tree is absolutely massive. Like, sits almost 3 feet off the ground there, and yeah, maybe 8 inches underneath. So the diameter is probably about 30 inches at least, and just huge. The other scary thing, so this happened in another downburst here in London, Ontario, is the bedroom where my wife and I were sleeping is right there. So the trunk missed it by maybe 12 feet, and we didn't even hear it come down, but we were awake during the entire storm. So absolutely wild to have it happen again. And the great thing is the owners of this house have been absolutely amazing to us. We've gotten pretty close with their family. So it snapped off at the roots, very healthy tree overall. Like really large root portions that just snapped. So it did lift the fence, so 2 panels there, but this tree really couldn't have fallen in a better spot as far as the impact to their yard. So it fell in kind of this area that they're trying to figure out. This used to be a pool that was filled in by the previous owner. And so the new owners have been figuring out what to do with it. So this probably helps that a little bit, but let me climb over. Just to show you kind of the aftermath. And yeah, so we're just staying here for another month and a half. And so I came out yesterday with my pole saw and just did a couple hundred cuts just to alleviate some of the pressure on the hedges, stuff on the fences, and just to get some of the brush piled up. But they'll need to have somebody come out and clean this up. It's huge, and yes, I know lumber's great and all that kind of stuff, but when this happens, the impact is just too much to worry about the lumber. Right now, we really don't know what we're doing. We don't know this is going to happen again to us. 2 trees came down in our neighborhood over the last 2 weeks, and both have been at houses that we've been at. So absolutely wild. The other thing that is also absolutely wild is this beautiful maple here had a few giant branches snap off, and one that weighed about 400 pounds ended up on the driveway over here, about 80 feet away, which again, like, just absolutely wild, the power of this storm. And here in Southern Ontario, like, we do get some big storms, we get tornadoes and that sort of thing, but they're usually not too intense. I mean, this kind of damage isn't uncommon, but for it to happen twice to us in just a matter of 2.5 weeks is pretty wild. So yeah, just kind of showing you, I did alleviate a lot of the pressure on that beautiful maple. So yeah, that's this update. I will post something on the house in a little bit, but honestly not my priority. But thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, everybody.